What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are doing another anti-MLM video. This should be a pretty good one because we're going to be reacting to, somebody sent me a video. It's all the things. You'll know what I'm talking about once you see it and once we react to it and kind of break it down, but it's an absolute gem. Thank you for sending me that. To the person that sent me that in my DMs, I'm gonna keep her anonymous, and everybody in this video is anonymous actually, so I'm not gonna say this girl's name. I'm gonna blur her face out. Doesn't matter who she is. She's just part of the, she's part of the MLM circuit. I don't know what else to call it. Before I do that though, I did start a vlog channel, so if you want to go over and subscribe to that, that's where all my vlogs are going to be from now on. It's called Kiki Meets World, a riff on Boy Meets World, Kiki Meets World. So yeah, all my vlogs are going to be over there from now on. I think it's just going to be clean this channel up a little bit and they'll all be over there. So Vlogmas this year is going to be on that channel, and it's just going to be a place for just vlogs and like other weird videos that I decide to do. So yeah, go over there. Super excited about it. There's already a couple videos up on that channel already that you can go watch, and I'll have a link down below to that. So very, very exciting. And it's like I finally did it. I mean, it's just been too long since I've done that. I've been wanting to do it for a while. So anyway, today we're doing a video. This is someone who's in Monat or Monat, or nobody knows how the to say it. People have sent me this girl before, and well, I guess I'll just leave it up to you. But there's a lot of also good teaching moments, and I haven't made an MLM video in like a few weeks now, and I have a couple rants I'm probably gonna go on in this video because she hits on some points that really piss me off. So let's get into it. Let me give you some background information really quick. So this girl is in Monat, and that's the hair care one that makes people's hair fall out. Love that. I can't think of one I'd rather work for less than this. She made an informational Instagram video about pyramid schemes versus MLMs. So she's trying to work through the differences and why you should join Monat and why you should join this particular MLM. She's really trying to sell it. And she starts the video off kind of like, it feels like you missed out on something, but it just starts off like really weird. So they just recruit, there's no products involved, they get shut down. That's not anything like us because we have a less than 1% return rate. Our products are raved about in magazines all over. We have professional hairstylists that talk up our products. A lot of celebrities also use our products, and we see them on TV and stuff, like the Kardashians using our Rejuva oil. Okay, couple things. You're gonna hear a lot of that this video, but anyway, so yeah, she mentions that there's a lot of hairstylists that recommend the products. I mean, I've never seen a hairstylist talk about it unless they were working for Monat. I've never seen that before. So it's somebody who's getting paid. And the point about the Kardashians using the Rejuvenate oil, if you haven't noticed by now, the Kardashians are very motivated by money, which is not a bad thing, but like they probably got paid to do that and they don't really care. They don't do a whole lot of research, it looks like, when they do product, advertisements or anything, or when they use products, to be honest with you, because you'll see that a lot of the Kardashians doing the flat tummy tea and, like appetite suppressant stuff. It doesn't really mean that much to say the Kardashians are using my product. The Kardashians take whatever money comes their way. There's not a huge vetting process to that, right? I feel like that's a pretty weak point. Also to the point where she says they have a less than 1% return rate. We've seen stuff like that with MLMs, like problems with returning products. We saw that with the LuLaRoe especially. There's a lot of hoops that you have to jump through to return these products, and I'm willing to bet that if you've used them, a considerable amount of them, I'm willing to bet that there's probably a difficult return process to used products. And I think it also probably depends on your distributor and how, like, if they're willing to take the product back, because these are independent consultants selling you a product, so it gets a little bit difficult and hairy. I don't know how they would keep the records on returning stuff when it deals with all independent consultants anyway, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's something that you have to look into and consider as well. Like these, I don't know where she's getting these statistics from either, but.
Also, our MLM is growing at a 1% or 100% rate.
If your MLM is growing at a 100% rate, that means that your pool of people who you can recruit is also decreasing at a 100% rate. Unlike a traditional company where you can sell to people multiple times because they're just your customer, you can't recruit somebody twice. And as we've talked about in many videos at this point, recruiting is one of the best ways, if not the best way, to make money in this business is recruiting people into the business opportunity rather than selling products. And it also exposes the very fine line, again, of legality that these companies walk, because recruiting is at the center of the business model. So like pyramid schemes, that's also at the center of their model and of making money, is just recruiting to the opportunity, right? So the only distinction, as we've talked about many a times, is the products that they've introduced, you know, after the 1979 ruling. Some companies, even with products, have been forced to restructure. So products are usually very tough to sell. They don't sell themselves. So like this hair care is not obviously very good. It's making people's hair fall out. You know, it's not something that people necessarily need. They can just go to the store and get, you know, shampoo or whatever that doesn't make their hair fall out. And it isn't extremely expensive, and they don't have to go jump through hoops of going through this independent distributor. So these products are not obviously easy to sell. They're just really there to hide the fact that this is a recruitment scheme. Yeah, it's concerning because people are constantly getting recruited. You're oversaturating the market, and you have to now compete with all these other people who are also selling a very tough sell, which is Monat hair care. Because let's be honest, it makes your hair fall out. Anyway, all things said, it's a pretty bad business opportunity. So,
and is like one of our companies marked one of the best companies, MLM companies to work for. We all get ranks. We would have been shut down by now if this was a pyramid scheme, so that's just kind of something that we talk about.
Saying that you would have been shut down by now is also a pretty weak point. I talked about this in my Arbonne video, but these MLMs, if not for the 1979 Amway ruling where they ruled that it was, you know, legal and not a pyramid scheme, if that never happened, these people would be out of business. So where it's heavily recruiting based, it's at the center of making money. You virtually have to do it to make a living. We talked about that again in the Arbonne video, and there's all the statistics in that video. That's probably my best one just as far as statistics go. You know what I'm saying? And like money. But yeah, just saying, oh, we would have been shut down by now is not necessarily a great point. I don't think I've ever had to say that about my company, like, oh, we would have been shut down by now, but we're still going, you know. A lot of these companies are facing lawsuits at the moment, and their time's coming. Like, they're basically, the way I look at it is these companies are waiting in line for their judgment. You know what I'm saying? So it's not just saying, oh, we would have been shut down by now, you know. It's just kind of a weird thing to say about the company you work for.
So in a corporate world, when it comes down to it, you basically are trading your time for money. So you have a set wage, you have like set amounts that you can make. If you see me looking over, I'm looking at my notes because I don't want to miss anything. Basically, you start at the bottom, you show up 40 hours a week, no matter how hard you work. Sometimes it's still not enough. And when you want to get a raise, it's dependent on your boss and what your boss says, not about how, like, it's not dependent on what you want, it's dependent on what your boss wants. A lot of times, you may never even be a CEO in the company because you might have to have a super hard degree, or it might take 25 years to get up to a role in the company that you want, and you just literally have to work your ass off for it. You usually have to have like a connection, you know, you usually have to basically suck dick to get up to the top in a corporate world.
Okay. I don't know what company this girl's worked for before. I can assure you, you don't have to suck dick. I think she might be in the entertainment business, or maybe the adult entertainment business, if you have to suck dick to get to the top. Anyway, I think that highlights, I know that it's like kind of like a throwaway line right there that she just said, but I think it really highlights that a lot of these people have no idea what it's like to work in a corporate world. A lot of these people haven't even graduated college yet, or maybe they never graduated, but there's a couple things I want to say about this. So she said you might work 40 hours a week, it's still not enough. I don't understand that, because when you work at a traditional job, you have guaranteed money, you have a guaranteed wage that you make, right? So you can work 40 hours a week and you're gonna make like at least $8 and something cents, whatever the minimum wage is for your state. You're gonna make money for working 40 hours a week. With these MLMs, you can work 40 hours a week and earn absolutely $0 and 0 cents. And then she also says you might need a crazy degree, or you'll never be CEO or whatever. You might need all these connections, whatever. There's a couple things I need to say about this, because there's something that really pisses me off about what she's saying. There's value in having trained skills and being a skilled worker and having an education and having, you know, these distinctions and having these connections. I mean, there's value in that, and there's value in working at a job, and that's something you should be proud of, right? These are the things that piss me off about MLMs, is they try to sell it to these people like, you're never gonna be CEO, you're never gonna work your way up, you're never gonna get this. It's like, well, you know, the people that did do that worked really fucking hard to get there. And they had these, they went to school for 8 years, they did this, they did that, they did stuff, they worked hard. And I'm not saying that these people don't work hard in some way, shape, or form, but they think that they're entitled to that right out of college or right out of the gate, or for doing nothing. So, come on, get real. I mean, this is reality, people. That's reality.
And that's more structured like a pyramid than anything, because you can work super, super hard and literally not go anywhere. And also, you make somebody else rich. So you're working your ass off to make someone else rich, not to make yourself rich. So that's one thing that I am completely turned off about when it comes to a corporate world. In an MLM though, you are in control of your income. You're in control of how much you want to make. You're surrounded by like-minded people who work their ass off. Like, honestly, MLM people have a way different attitude compared to the people in a corporate world, because
yeah, they don't know what's going on.
We're incentivized.
They think that you have to suck a dick to get them to move up. Incentivized to work harder, because we have things that we want to accomplish in the company and can accomplish, because we can move fluidly throughout the entire company. I mean, she keeps saying the corporate world, the corporate world. I mean, obviously we've talked about it. She doesn't know anything about the corporate world. Most of these people don't. But it makes me laugh, because she's saying you make somebody else rich, and I think that's the most ironic statement that's been said in 2019. Coming from somebody who works for an MLM, there is no company that is more, you make somebody else rich while you stay poor, than an MLM. It's just the facts. It's just the facts.
And it's dependent on you. Like, if you want to be the CEO, you can be the CEO.
You cannot be the CEO of Monat. You can't. You fucking can't. You are not the CEO, and you will never be the CEO. Just, you can't, you're not. Do these people not understand that they are independent consultants? This is not their own business. You work for a company. Anyway, I mean, come on, we already know.
And we know go on top of people, the people who had you join, like, you can make more than how much they make. And what I did, the person who recruited me to join, I'm making more money than she is in the company.
So what she said right here, I've heard a lot of MLM people say this, like, oh, you can move throughout the company, you can get ahead of the other people. That's not true. Even if like the person just joined above you and they joined for the discount only, and they're technically making, like, selling less than you, or you're selling more than them, you're always gonna be their downline. So as long as they exist in the company, you will be part of their downline. And even when, like, if they left, let's just say they left, hypothetically, you shift under somebody else's downline. So you're pretty much always gonna be in somebody's downline no matter what. That's just the way it goes. You can't technically really move ahead of people. You can, yes, you can make potentially more money than somebody else, but they're also going to get, as long as you're part of their downline, they're going to get a percentage of whatever you're selling and whatever you're making. So, you know, she says that, but that's just not necessarily true.
In a corporate, you only get 14 paid vacation days usually. So yeah, that's awesome, cool. Like, you have to work a certain amount of time in order to get those 14 paid vacation days. But when you work in an MLM, you can come back with more money than what you had previously, because you can work from anywhere you want. You can work whenever you want. You don't have anybody telling you when you can take a vacation day, when you can't take a vacation day. You literally can choose where and whenever you work. And that's awesome. Just having the freedom and not having to ask somebody or beg someone to get days off, that's just mind-blowing to me. Also, we have a Cadillac incentive program. So when you get halfway up into the company, you get a paid for Cadillac. And I don't know any other corporate business that if you get halfway up to a CEO position, that you can drive around a company Cadillac that is completely paid for. No other company would do that for you except for MLM or what we work for.
This is just it goes to show you guys, these people do not know what life is like outside of this. Like, this is unbelievable. I can think of so many companies that give you company cars, literally so many companies. It's like, it's mind-blowing to me. But here's the thing too, with this, it's not completely paid for, this company car that you're getting. If you don't hit your rank, you're stuck with the extremely expensive car payment. Unlike other companies, like, it's your company car and that's your company car. You don't pay for a single cent of that in the corporate world, okay? If we're using these terms now. But with MLMs, this is pretty much all MLMs, you get stuck with a lease for these things. So if you don't hit your rank or you don't qualify for the cash incentive towards that car, then you're stuck with paying it yourself, which is, you know, you're really in a pickle if you're not hitting your rank, first of all, so you're not getting as much money that month, and you're stuck with a hugely expensive car payment like a Cadillac for, you know, your car payment. So you can be in a lot of trouble here, and it's gonna affect your own credit as well. So it can be a total clusterfuck, especially when things are as volatile as they are, with like being like an independent, you know, person, like working for yourself type of job. Like, I can speak from experience. You have up and down months, you know, it's never the same, it varies a ton. So I might make a ton one month and then maybe not so much the next month. And that's what's kind of scary about this. And I don't think these people are making that much to begin with. So I know they're not. I know they're not. I've looked at the income disclosure statements, they're not making that much. So, I mean, I can't believe she's saying there's no other company that would do that for you. It's just like, it's just not true. There's so many companies that give you a company car. And they pay for all your, you know, your gas, your mile, you know, stuff like that. It's like, oh my God.
So, and another thing that I kind of wanted to just talk about is that people spend a ton of money on college and tuition and, you know, take out a ton of loans for an investment into their future. But when they get out of college, if they get a job, they might make $50,000, maybe.
Or you can make $500 in a calendar year working for an MLM. Maybe not even.
You know, and
more like 50.
With our business, you spend a few $100s, not even, to get into the company, and you can make unlimited amounts of money. Like, you literally decide how much you want to make. So I think that that's incredible that you literally can work this business while going to college and pay for your books, pay for your tuition. You can literally say, if I want to make $100,000 a year, you can make $100,000 a year and you can pay off your loans as well. Like,
I don't understand why she kind of is like shitting on people who go to college and like having a college education, paying so much to go, saying, you know, oh, you need to have this crazy hard degree to get a good job, you know. But in the same time, she's saying you should work this while you're in school. I don't understand. Like, it's kind of like you're trying to sell to people who are in college right now and get them to join, but you're also at the same time kind of shitting on their decision to go to school and saying like, look, you're not even gonna get a job doing that, so why are you even just join Monat? And then you're also like, well, you should use it to pay off your loan. Like, I don't get it.
I don't know why more people don't think about doing this type of business when they are in college, is because that's one of the reasons why I joined, was because I'm in college. I don't have time to spend working an hourly wage and not making shit, barely making my bills, being a broke college student, when I could be working from my phone while I'm doing my homework. I could be working while I'm doing my homework.
Okay, this is another rant I have to go on. I can't fucking stand shit like this. When you say, oh, I'm working from my home while doing my homework. I'm working from my phone while doing my homework. I'm working from, you can work from wherever, work from your job as a nurse. You can answer stuff while you're on your job, whatever, blah, blah, blah. If you're gonna do something, like if you're gonna get an education and pay all that fucking money, or you're gonna be a nurse or be a teacher, then be a fucking nurse and be a fucking teacher, and don't be on your fucking phone while you're at your job. Put 100% into what you're doing. Otherwise, you're just a huge, like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, this pisses me off that she's like, oh yeah, while I'm doing my homework, I'm also on my phone. Like, you're distracted. Then you're just gonna use that as an excuse of why I didn't get a job coming out of college. Well, you didn't put 100% in. You're on your phone. When you're supposed to be doing your homework and getting an education. It bothers me to think that there are people who are working MLMs and like answering, cold messaging people on Instagram while they're at their job. You should be doing your job, okay? You shouldn't be focusing on MLM dumb bullshit. It truly bothers me. Truly bothers me. And she says, I don't have time to work an hourly wage not making shit. At least you're making money, okay? Guaranteed money. Every hour that you are there, you are making money. It makes me laugh too, because it's like, I'd love to see this girl's income. I'd love to see what she makes, because she's saying, oh, if you want to make $100,000, then you can make $100,000 in this business. Well, do you make $100,000? Because if you do, I would like to see that. But these people never make that much. They're saying, oh, you can make that much, and they want you to join it because they think that they're going to make that much, but they're not even making that much. So how much are you making? These people need to show. They never show. Isn't that very interesting? They never show. Ew. God.
These can offer. So, like I said, you're in charge of how much you want to make. You can make unlimited amounts of money.
There needs to be a cap.
Oh, and also, the 9 to 5 is just kind of broken. So when I talk about that, I'm talking about that you could literally work as hard as you want, but your boss is the one who decides that if you get a raise, and if you do, everybody else above you is getting basically a tax break. But like I said, with this company, you literally can start at the bottom and get all the way to the top, and get on top of everybody who was on top of you. And I think that that's amazing. You could fluidly move throughout the company without having to work you work your ass off to do it if you really want to, but you don't have to ask permission. Nobody is getting a cut. Everybody who basically wants you to join the team.
Nobody's getting a cut? Yeah, they are. Why do you want people to join the MLM then? Because you get a huge fucking cut when they join. When you recruit somebody, you get a huge cut. You make a ton of money. That's how you make your money, is when people join. So what is she saying? Nobody gets a cut. Literally, your upline is getting the cut from what you're doing. We've talked about this before. I mean, it's so delusional. It's just a bold-faced lie. And maybe she doesn't understand the business that she's in, but that's a lie.
Pushes you to take their own spot. So that's something that I was really drawn to about the company, was because it's never a competition to the point where, I don't know how to explain it. It's never a competition to the point where you're going to be making more than the people below you. You literally are training the people who get on your team. You're training them to take your spot.
I can guarantee nobody wants you to take their spot. And the only reason that they would is so they can move up. That's the way business works and jobs work. And you train people to take your spot so you can move up. Like, if that's what she means, then that's right. But she's trying to paint it as they want you, they're encouraging you to take their position, and they're going to stay below you, and you're going to be able to, you know, fly high and make a ton of money. It just doesn't make no sense. Like, I don't understand what point that is. It's just strange.
And no other corporate business would want that or allow that. Like, if you're literally the CEO, you're training the people under you to become a CEO. And that's so amazing.
That is how corporate jobs work as well. It's called job training. You don't want a bunch of idiots working for your company. You want them to all be skilled workers. And I would never want a company full of unskilled workers. I mean, come on. Really? Come on. Saying that there's no training involved? I mean, is that what she's trying to say? I'm not sure, but if that's what she's trying to say, then that's wrong.
And just powerful to have that and to push the people under you to literally take your position. And you want the people under you to make more money than you because it only helps you out too.
So if it only helps you out to push people to take your spot, you said nobody gets a cut from what you do. That you're only making yourself rich and not anybody else. You said that. So why would you care if people succeed in this company? Oh, that's because you get a cut. Okay. Just want to clarify. So major contradiction here.
So it's not it's not like a competition like a corporate world, and everybody that you work with, you're friends with because you all have the same mindset. You all are working towards the same goals. You all want the Cadillac.
There is absolutely competition in MLMs. That is just another bold-faced lie because you are all trying to recruit people. And the more people that somebody else recruits, that means you can't recruit them. You need to get more customers. That's how you make money. I mean, come on.
You all want the Cadillac. You all want to be a founder. Like, it's freaking powerful. And if you feel like you just are kind of like floating by, not really sure like what you want to do or where this life is taking you, be a part of something bigger. Be a part of something that's going to push you to be a better person. And when it comes down to it,
how is this company going to make me a better person? What has she said that's like going to make me a better person? What part of this sales pitch is going to make me a better person? Selling hair care is going to make me a better person? How?
Like, I did not know what to expect when I joined this company, but now I have everything that I could have ever dreamed of right in front of me. So
again, how much do you make? Let's look at the stats here. How much are you making? Show us what you're making. Show us your luxury cars. Show us you traveling constantly. You know what I'm saying? But you're not.
Seriously, quit considering it and just fucking try it. Like, 30 days money back, you might as well just try it. The flexibility is something that no other company can offer you. So don't take it with a grain of salt. Just fucking go for it. Go for it.
Here's the other thing too. They always encourage you to be impulsive, to just join already. Come on, people, just join. And like, don't think, just join. But if you thought about it, you did the research before you joined, you would see all the negative press, which is well-deserved. People's hair is falling out in clumps. People are getting scabs on their head, okay? That's why you need to do the research. You should never just jump into anything. It's just not smart.
Go for it. Why not? You know, why not? Why can't you have the dream life that you've always dreamed of? And that's something that I've been really thinking about, you know. Even though I'm 21, why can't I have the dream house that I want? Why can't I be the person that I've always dreamed of being? Why can't I have the things that I've always wanted? Why can't I travel all the time? Why can't I do what I want to do? You know, age is just a fucking number, you guys. Like, this is your freaking life. Take it and run with it. And that's what this company has done for me, like showed me how much potential I have and how much I can push other people to believe in themselves more than they have ever believed in themselves before.
I mean, why can't you? The reason why you can't is because you're in a company that is set up against you. Anyway, yeah, so there's a whole lot in here that's misinformation, and this is a lot of stuff though. Like, what she's saying is what a lot of MLM people say, and they try to get you to join because they're saying, oh, we've got all this, you know, this, and this, and corporate world's not going to give you that, but it's not true. You know, these people lie. They don't care. They don't know, and they don't even probably, some of them don't even know they're lying, but they're lying and they don't know. They truly don't. I'm telling you right now, they don't know what the corporate world is actually like. They're banking on the fact that they've heard people hate their jobs, and they're trying to get those people who hate their job to join. And I'm here to tell you, if you hate your job, please find something, anything besides an MLM. Go flip burgers, do something, because that is an opportunity to make money and get yourself ahead. MLMs will only set you farther back, right? So anyway, that's the end of the video. Hopefully you enjoyed. Leave a like if you did. More MLM stuff coming very soon. Hopefully this guy will not be in the background doing this. Really? So fucking gross. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Please subscribe if you are not already. Hit the notification bell for more anti-MLM stuff. And don't forget to follow my new vlog channel. I'm very excited about it. I'm trying to get to 5,000 subscribers on there. Just started it, so that would be a great goal to hit, okay? Go watch those videos on there. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.